Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk ESL Pro League Season 18 on EGOAPP. So let's get straight into it, and they have put up a blog post on their website. We can go through some rules. First of all, we are going to play the Group A. It's 4 groups, but we are first looking at Group A. So here are some information that you can read about. And also people are asking about the wipe period. There will be a wipe period before the playoffs, which means you are completely rebuilding your team. So, and the playoffs rules are here as well. Nice prize pool here. We can see over $1,000 worth of value. We got some skins, we got some gear, and also they got this collaboration with NDX where you get some currency that you can use on their website. So that's pretty neat. Yeah, here we see some prizes as well. Here are the headset. I won it as well, as you can see. It's really nice from Extrafy. And this is also great. Like, if you miss out Group A, you can play Group B and win a skin just by winning a group. Or if you just win the playoff stage, you can win a skin as well, which is these skins. Now, point padding. This is a question that many takes up before the tournament. It can be pretty hard for beginners, but just ask me or any of the admins or in the Discord group if you wonder anything, but I will try to explain it a little bit. So point padding is you get points on a player that is skipping matches. So looking at Group A, we got the first round of point padding will be given to the upper bracket final teams. So if we look at the bracket, we've got the bracket here. We can see that here is the upper bracket final. So teams that will advance to this match here, they will skip many matches in the lower bracket, and therefore they are getting point padding to compensate for not playing as many matches. So first round of point padding will be given to upper bracket final teams 2nd of September, and second round of point padding to upper bracket final teams, and the winner of mid bracket, which is, we can see the mid bracket here. Here is the winner of the mid bracket. They will also get point padding. Now, important to note is that to get point padding on a player, he must have been playing one match on your lineup. You can't, for example, if Vitality advances to this stage, you can't sell a player, buy a Vitality player and get point padding on him. So you need to have him play at least one match, like in the semifinals first. All right, and then it's exactly the same after Group B, C, D, but there will be wipe periods. Also playoffs, here we see static point padding, which means before here they got average point padding. Like if they scored 20 points in 2 matches, that is 10 points in average point padding. Static point padding is 6 points. And we got the point system that got updated like a couple of months ago, I believe. So we need to take that in mind when making our team. So here you can read some more, and here is the rules like in every other tournament that we can see. Selling a player, that's the sell token respects the max 2 per team limitation. Yeah, so here you can read some information. Yeah, so looking at the bracket here, guys, I mean, Vitality looking extremely strong. We all know it. They are, I believe, after the last tournament, I believe they are the best team right now. It is without a doubt, I think Vitality will win this upper bracket final, or at least go to the upper bracket final. So therefore we want to include Vitality players in our lineup. Orcs, I haven't watched Orcs at all, to be honest. I've seen that they have upset OG sometime and a couple of other teams, but I don't know about them. They shouldn't be able to beat Vitality. Now Astralis, Ninjas in Pyjamas. Ninjas in Pyjamas, they are looking really inconsistent right now. I don't know what's happened with them, but I hope they figure their thing out. But they are facing an Astralis that are looking great. They seem to have great chemistry. So I believe Astralis will win this match. So it will be Vitality versus Astralis in the semifinals. But there I think Vitality will win, of course, because they are the best team, or at least top 3 in the world. But if Astralis lose this match, lose the first match, they will most likely play Orcs, which they could farm many points in the lower bracket. Or if Ninjas lose, I think they will beat Orcs as well. Fury Esports, Movistar Riders. I haven't watched Movistar Riders for a couple of months now, I believe. They haven't looked as sharp and haven't reached those top tournaments, but here we see them. It will be nice to see them versus Furia. Furia, they are not looking so great right now either, but I think they are getting a little bit better at least. I still would get my bets on Furia here, but I don't know so much about this matchup, so I will try to avoid it. Greyhound, Gamer Legion. I mean, Gamer Legion, they show some promising results with their new lineup. Greyhound is like a tier 1 team from Australia, but are struggling in these versus the bigger teams. So I think Gamer Legion has a little bit of an edge versus Greyhound. So with that said, I believe we want Vitality players. First of all, Astralis players, even though they are on the same side of the bracket here, if Astralis lose to Vitality here, Astralis will go down to the mid bracket or the low bracket, and I think they will qualify through here pretty easy. So that's why I believe we can use some Astralis players. So yeah, let's build our team, guys. So going into EGOAPP, I have prepared this a little bit. So we can see how people have been picked already. 50% of the teams got Saiwu. I mean, nothing wrong with that. He's probably the best player of 2023. So and also, to maximize your captain role, it's best to have the captain role on the best player, of course. That's pretty obvious. So let's try to make a lineup with Saiwu here. But if we get Saiwu, of course we need a budget player. I believe Apex should be pretty cheap. We can see in the bottom here we got Nilan is about the cheapest. Pretty many are using him actually. Art, but we see Apex 44%. I get that. So with this we got 589 left. Let's see what we can do with that. I mean, we want 2 from Astralis, but I believe that these players will get too expensive. Blame F and Device, even though I want them really bad. I believe, which one is the cheapest? Borup. I mean, Borup hasn't shown so promising stats, but he got a nice HS percentage, so he will get some points for that. And they got Buzz as well, which is their kind of nice support player. So he gets some assists, survives a little bit, costs 194. So here we got 2 Vitality, 2 Astralis, and what do we have left? 206. I could spend a little bit more on Astralis, I believe. I mean, I don't want to spend too much on like these teams because I want to spend most of my budget on Astralis and Vitality. Maybe let's see what we got left if we take away Buzz and take like Blame F. 186. We could get Hampus. I mean, Nip has been looking inconsistent, I know. But this looks like a pretty neat team, I would say. Getting $1, $2 or $3 over is not a problem. You also need to, like, I haven't checked it now, but let's say Nip bails out really fast, then we need to see like, okay, we are going to sell Hampus. 186. What can we buy? We can buy Kios, we can buy Alistair, we can buy someone from Movie Star, we can buy Art. So that's pretty okay. So this is like one lineup I can imagine. Blame F, I mean, he got really nice KD ratio, which is really good in this fantasy format. Sawu, a beast. Apex, maybe not the best, but a great budget player on a great team, so he will get these extra points. As well, Borup on a team that will probably advance, but not putting up the best stats, but got nice HS percentage, so he will get some extra points. And as well, Hampus here, just an okay player. So this is like one team I could imagine, with captain of course when available on Sawu, maybe some time on Blame F if they're facing a weaker team or so. So this is probably what I will go with, but I will try to make something else. Like if we're not getting Sawu, we are spending it on Magisk and Flames. Now we can't use Apex as the budget player. Let's go with Buzz again and with, where is he? Mr. Borup. 193. What can we do with that? We could get Fallen. Hampus again. What if I go with Blame F here again? Let's see. 173. I mean, we could go with a pretty... I mean, Nilan, he isn't... he is not putting up good performances or whatever, but if we want something like this could work as well, because Nilan, he's on Gamer Legion, I know, but he has decent chances against Greyhound. If they win, they're playing Fury and Movie Star. It's not maybe a little bit harder, but they can still win over these as well. Same if they lose, they will face some of these guys. So this is another lineup, I believe. So yeah, guys, that's it for me and the EGOAPP fantasy. I looking forward to it so much. It starts on in a couple of days. So yeah, guys, just thank you for watching. Thanks for the support and all that. And yeah, I will see you on the leaderboard.